Welcome in. It's Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, Veterans Day. So thank you to all of our veterans who sacrificed so much for protecting the freedoms of our country here in the good old USA. This is Melissa Hart with What's on the Agenda, the headlines of Dairy Agenda Today. You can listen to this on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on our Dairy Agenda Today YouTube channel. You make sure you like, share, and subscribe wherever you may be listening so you never miss an episode of What's on the Agenda. All right, let's get right to some market news in Class 3 trade at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, according to Bar Chart. November Class 3 milk was up 5 cents at $17.25. December was up 17 cents at $17.50. January was up 15 cents at $16.65. February was up 11 cents at $16.62. And March was up 7 cents at $16.79. Cash cheese blocks were unchanged at $1.66. Barrels were down 1/4 cent at $1.69 3/4. Butter was up 3.5 cents at $1.51. And grade A non-fat dry milk was unchanged at $1.14.5. Cash corn was up 2 cents at $4.26. Cash soybeans were up 14 cents at $10.99. And cash soybean meal was unchanged at $3.25.20. We have been at the North American International Livestock Exposition for the last week, and we had a fantastic time. If you missed out on any of our coverage, which was complete from beginning to end, from around the barns, all of the junior shows, all of the open shows, we have it all right here on Dairy Agenda Today. The Supreme Champions are in the news feed on the homepage. If you missed out, hit the news tab at the top of the page, or you can hit the show results tab at the top of the page. That will take you to all of the shows that we've covered. And if you want any of the high resolution photos to download for free, you can check out our Smug Mug page. A link to that is about halfway down on the homepage on the left-hand side. One final time, I do want to give a great big shout out to those show coverage sponsors who wanted their names in front of thousands of people and did so during the North American, making it possible for us to be there ringside on the green shavings. Pinnacle Genetics, Brown Velvet Swiss, Guernsey Gold Sires, Cedar Grove Farm, Elmhurst Jerseys and Guernseys, LaRue County Farm Bureau in memory of Ronnie Moe, Baker's Fashion, the Kentucky Ayrshire Club, Lee's Dixieland and Smith Brothers, Green Meadow Farms, Mole Hill Milking Shorthorns and Loretta Milking Shorthorns, Sunny Day Farm, Bud John Farm, Bratcher Dairy, the Jimmy Perillo family, Krause Dairy and Almost Paradise Farm, Kinslow Dairy, Rocky Top Holsteins, Buck Meadow, John and Bonnie Ayers, Select Sires, KCCK Genetics, MB Lucky Lady Farm, the Foundations of Palmyra and Spring Hill Sale 2.0, Twin Brook Farm, the Elite Opportunities Sale, Plainfield Farm, and Keenert Dairy. They are the ones who made it possible for us to be ringside at the North American last week. Again, if you want to see any of that show coverage, hit the show results tab at the top of the page or the news tab. That will take you to all of the shows or the news that we've covered here on Dairy Agenda Today. Select Sires is proud to announce the launch of its new leadership development program tailored specifically for dairy and beef producers that aims to build stronger, more unified teams in today's dynamic agricultural landscape. The program is now accepting applications for the first cohort that will meet in person February 3rd and 4th, 2026. Find out more about this new program in the newsfeed on the homepage. USDA Secretary Rollins will be joining hundreds of dairy farmers and cooperative leaders for a special keynote address at the National Milk Producers Federation's joint annual meeting with dairy organizations today in Arlington, Texas. This gathering is roughly 750 farmers and industry professionals, and it began yesterday and continues through Wednesday with breakout sessions on industry topics ranging from an economic outlook to dairy labor challenges. An Indiana dairy farmer has been chosen as the National Milk Producers Federation 15th chairman at the organization's joint annual meeting yesterday. Brian Rexing is an Indiana dairy farmer, and they operate New Generation Dairy in Owensville, Indiana, milking 1,200 cows and farming 3,500 acres. They also elected their officers and executive committee, and you can see the entire list right there in the newsfeed on the homepage. Might be somebody you know, might be your neighbor. The DAT People's Choice question of the week. We've got several comments so far. We'd love to hear yours. Although prices for springers remain relatively high, a decline has been observed. Have the prices for springers peaked, or is the market catching a breath before it goes to new highs? That's the DAT People's Choice question of the week. We're asking you to pull out your crystal ball, polish it off, and let us know what you see in the future. We will be reading all of the comments on the Friday comment feature. The Ohio All Breeds Fall Sale is going to be happening on November 21st and 22nd. That catalog is online. Online bidding is available. It all happens at the Wayne County Fairgrounds in Worcester, Ohio. You can find the details when you click on that link in the featured sales list on the right side of the homepage or by clicking on their banner ad. The hardcore online sale is going to happen November 28th through the 30th. I know it's the beginning of November, but we've moved into double digits, so we've got to make sure that we're keeping an eye on these sales that are coming up fast and furious. It's an online sale that happens the Thanksgiving weekend. It could be your first bit of Christmas shopping. That catalog will be coming soon. Online bidding will be available. It's the hardcore online sale, November 28th through the 30th. And then we move into the Music City Celebration Sale on December 15th in Nashville with all of the fun happenings that will be there. We will have some feature ads coming up on that soon, so keep your eye out on the featured ad section for more details and consignments that we'll be selling in the Music City Celebration Sale on December 15th. Now in the Just for Fun department, today's Singles Day. It's National Medal Day. It's World Origami Day. It's National Education Day, National Indiana Day, Data Governance Day, and the food for today is National Sundae Day, which is lovely. I mean, I cannot think of a better way than enjoying an ice cream sundae to celebrate Veterans Day. Again, thank you to all of our veterans for your sacrifice for our country and for each one of us individually. That's what's happening on this Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. This is Melissa Hart with What's on the Agenda, the headlines of Dairy Agenda Today. You can listen to this on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on our Dairy Agenda Today YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe wherever you may be listening. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.